Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Gran Turismo Sport being delayed. This may be a shorter video. I'm just going to kind of give my opinions, my thoughts, all that good stuff. But yeah, basically it's been confirmed today by Polyphony Digital that the game has been delayed till 2017. We don't have an official release date, which is a little bit suspicious to me, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But the game has been confirmed that it will still be at trade events. So that means TGS, Paris Games Week, if Sony go, PlayStation Experience, the September 7th event. Wherever Sony want to show it, they're still going to show it off. So if you're still excited to see it, you probably are going to see it this year still. So that's great. My opinions, just like any other game that's delayed, Uncharted, Final Fantasy 15, whatever it may be, basically, we understand delays. Sometimes these devs put an optimistic date on a game to hit, and if they don't hit it, they have to delay it because, again, I'd rather have a really solid frame rate, the best game possible, with maybe a 3-4 month delay, than a rushed out game that's not very good, because a bad game will never be, a rushed out bad game will never be good. But a delayed game that takes its time to improve things definitely could be a lot better. So for me, I'm fine with that. I think it's a good move if they are finishing it up. But yeah, sucks because, again, Gran Turismo is one of my favorite series, PlayStation. So I think a lot of people know, I was incredibly hyped for GT Sport. Got the collector's edition pre-ordered with the little car and the 2.5 million credits and all this sort of stuff. I was sold on this game. I couldn't wait. And in fact, I posted on Twitter maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, some gameplay. Now, this was the weird thing. The gameplay looked almost done. Like, the game looked amazing. They showed driving and everything. The first time they showed it and announced it with its release date, it did look a little rough. But with the latest one, it looked pretty much done. So that had me thinking, like, why has this been delayed? So for me personally, I hate to say it, but I think Neo is the reason it was delayed. I think it's been pushed to 2017. Now, I said for a long time, even going back till when I was on, big shout out to the Council podcast, Jay Barry and all those awesome guys. I was on that podcast a few months ago, and basically, yeah, I was saying even then, I think Sony's gone back to the drawing board, maybe just a little bit for their console, the Neo, because they were planning for 2016. I think they may have gone back. I'm not saying it's going to be more powerful than the Scorpio. I assume the Scorpio is going to be more powerful. But I thought that they may have gone back to the drawing board. But with games like The Last Guardian and World of Final Fantasy and a pretty strong holiday lineup, I think if you look at this holiday lineup compared to the older years of this generation, you'd definitely say this is a really, really strong lineup, in my opinion, for PlayStation exclusives. So I was assuming that it would be bang on, that Neo would be 2016, October 13th. It looks like with this delay, they're probably going to focus on having brilliant, amazing looking exclusives to sell the console on the Neo mode, instead of, bundling it with VR, which for gamers, I think's a win, because ultimately VR, I'm sold on. But ultimately, all we really care about is games. So that makes me happy, in my opinion. So if this was true, and they come out, I assume we will see something on GT Sport at the September 7th event. I'd be very surprised if we didn't, considering it was probably delayed to launch with the Neo. So for me personally, I'm expecting probably a February to March release window for this Neo console. That would mean Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, and possibly Gran Turismo Sport could all drop as launch titles for the Neo. Now, apart from Persona, which is more obviously about the gameplay and the story and the combat and all that sort of stuff, amazing series, but it's not the most graphically demanding game in the world, you know what I mean? Persona 4 Golden, fantastic game, but ultimately ran on the Vita. Do you know what I mean? And that is not as powerful as the PS4, anywhere near. So, for me personally, I think that Gran Turismo has always been the flagship, best looking game on a Sony console. You look at the PS1, 2 and 3, apart from maybe Naughty Dog games, you'd say that Gran Turismo is probably the best looking game on the console. On top of that, you also have Guerrilla Games that, again, you look at Killzone Shadowfall, that is probably to this day still one of the best looking games on the console. So for me, it would make sense that they want to show off these amazing games for the Neo. And I think definitely GT Sport could be one of them. But yeah, let me know, guys. What's your opinion? What's your thoughts? Do you think it's been delayed till 2017 for the Neo? Do you think it's just been delayed and they just need more time? Let me